Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is me, the Ninja Viewer here. Time for another exciting review episode of the one and only One Piece Greatness, episode 843 review. Monkey D. Luffy right here is saying hi, and of course Chopper as well. Hello. Hi. Anyways. Alright, so this week's episode, I gotta say, when it comes to this week's episode of One Piece, I just didn't really know how this episode was gonna go down. And I gotta say, the pacing for this week's episode was much better than I anticipated. I really thought the pacing, I was a little afraid on how they were gonna do this episode, but, well, they really exceeded my expectations when it comes to this week's episode. And it definitely shows that the whole Cake Island in the anime is definitely exceeding now over the manga. It really is. Especially, surprisingly, this week's animation was pretty smooth, actually. It's been better than most cases. And I gotta say, the animation for this week's episode was pretty damn smooth. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty smooth animation we got this week as well, I gotta say, when it comes to usually for One Piece. Even though the episode animations have been pretty great so far, but with a few exceptions where it kind of downgraded. But other than that, though, it's still on point. Like, it really is. So with this episode, we see the cake, the castle tower of the cake finally fall. We see everyone trying to scatter and escape before the actual event, because otherwise it would have died. So what happens is, we have Stussy, and we have Big News Morgans, and he's actually taking a picture of the cake, and then he just absolutely falls down. It's like, yeah, this is big news, man, and he falls down, and then Stussy just using the skywalk, which was so awesome. It was so cool seeing Stussy using the skywalk. That was actually really cool. And I love it too because Sanji's using the skywalk. So both of them using the skywalk made my day. That was actually really cool to see that. And of course, Garma 66 is trying, their best too to escape. So, they got that going on. So basically, it was just a really huge escape episode that we actually got. And then also, before anyone was actually seriously going to get hurt, we had Streusen. He goes in there. Mr. Streusen, Mr. Chef that's pretty much OP, that needs to belong in the Toriko verse, which, if you guys, I wouldn't recommend watching the anime of Toriko, but if you read the manga of Toriko, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like chefs, we got these hardcore chefs that are massively, ridiculously OP. It's ridiculous, man. Holy shit. So yeah, so there's that. And he actually makes this actual fluffy sort of cake substance that actually pretty much saves them from actually, dying. And, of course, it may not taste like anything. It's a replica, but at least it's able as a soft landing distance in case anything happens. So what happens is that while that's happening, we have the Straw Hats and everybody else making their actual escape before, the Big Mom Pirates can actually just spot them on that same location. They all got separated, obviously. So now they're all separated. We see Capone finally letting every one of the members of the Straw Hats out, and they're parting out their own separate ways. And I loved the gag they put. I loved it in the manga, and I love it here in the anime. But I think the anime, it did it a little more better, I would say. It was actually pretty funny too, the way it did it. That again, in the in the manga it was sort of a little more better too, kind of, because I like how, fast it did it too, with the sign, where, they're just banging on the sign, and then, all of a sudden, yeah. Yeah, I just loved it, because it had the sign, it says, yo, the Straw Hats are that way, and it sounds like, yo, would you stop with that stupid gag? And then we see Capone just hauling ass. It's like, yo, bye-bye, biatch. And he just drives off. He's like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he just leaves. So Capone just dips. He just dips. And then all of a sudden, while that happens too, we see them, and then Caesar Clown is so happy that he got his heart back. It's like, yeah, Caesar Clown is mad stoked he got his heart back. And it was just this whole thing. He's squeezing his own heart. Now he's like, man, you should have squeezed his heart for him, because honestly, he kind of deserves it. And then like no one pays attention to Caesar, even though he's like hollering for them. And then of course later on during the situation, we have we have Charlotte Katakuri and the gang. They meet up with finally with Tamago, and then of course Peckham's, and they explain the whole situation that's going down. Then all of a sudden, Mama realizes that the wedding cake is destroyed, and the other stuff the Strusen actually creates it fills the stomach, but doesn't really have any taste. And what happens is that all of a sudden she unleashes the inner beast, and yo, the way they did the scene was absolutely terrifying. Like, we see everybody's running for their lives. Mama doesn't care who you are, even if it's her own flesh and blood, she will still kill you. And we see that happen, with Opera. With Opera. And I was like, yo, Mama, it's me. And then we see like Big Mom just carries fucking Opera, like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, like, yo. And then we see Big Mom just go all fucking monster rage, and it's like ridiculous. And I saw a bit of Naotoshi when it comes to that scene. I did see a bit of Naotoshi when it comes to that, and the way she ended it with this and the armored hockey wedding cake, like, that was good. I did enjoy that a lot. That was actually really cool. So that scene itself was good. And then also I forgot to mention too, we have the other soldier armies. They're all actually going after the Gurma fortress right now as we speak. So yeah, wow. So that's pretty much it when it comes to this week's episode of One Piece, episode 843. Wow, I gotta say though, man, this episode though, I will say, it was a great episode. I actually actually, not just a great episode, like, I actually really, like, enjoyed this episode a lot. I actually did. I actually really did enjoy this episode a lot. Like, to be honest with you, yeah, I pretty much did. Yeah, I did. So, episode 843, I don't know, so I say 843. 843 was such an enjoyable episode. And, oh, man, like, the animation was pretty great this week. Overall, I had really no complaints. I actually really enjoyed this episode a lot. And next preview's episode looks even better. Like, yo, the chase has finally begun. Yo, things are about to get really crazy right now. This is when the Whole Cake Island, the second half of Whole Cake Island, just gets absolutely bizarre. It gets insane. And yeah, this summer is just going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome summer. Just seeing all this crazy shit going down. I'm excited. So definitely this is a 5 out of 5 quality episode right here. Let me know your thoughts, or in this case, yo, like, it is just about a yo, like, it really is. Like, honestly, it's amazing. It's an amazing episode of One Piece. Next week will probably be just as same. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait. Oh my god. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of One Piece. Let me know about that. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, click the bell to join the squad, follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well, and also the Plus Ultra Discord down below as well. Until then, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky god Eneru is the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting Rich Read what you watch, and that's it. I'll see you guys for next week for episode 844. Later.